Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer. I'm here with friends from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, Luana and Linda, and we're going to lead you in a workout today that you can do from home. It's going to be a complete workout. We'll get our heart and lungs working with aerobics. We will work our muscles with one weight, and we'll also work on balance and flexibility, of course. Now, right now we're going to start with a warm-up. So let's march a little. So we're going to stand up tall. Shoulders are back and down. Head is high. Okay, now take your shoulders. Let's roll them forward. So we're getting those shoulders loosened up, getting the shoulder blades to move up and down your back. One more. Reverse. So just let those arms kind of dangle. We're making the movement originate up in the shoulders. Okay, go forward again. Now start marching a little bit wider. 4, 3, 2. Let's come to a stop. We're going to reach across. Now let that foot pivot. Let the heel come up. You're pivoting on the toe. We're going to start pulling that navel in toward the spine. That starts activating your core muscles around the middle of the torso. Relax your shoulders. Don't tighten up. In 4, 3, 2, one more. Now reach up from the side. So keep it small at first. Let those shoulders naturally and gradually get into their full range of motion. 4, 3, gonna reach straight up. Let's do a little rope climb. Reach, reach. Now we're starting to lengthen the spine. Get tall. And up from the side again. Four, 3, now reaching around like we did before. So it's a rhythmic motion, getting the body warmed up, getting the temperature up, getting the blood to start flowing from the middle of the body out. In 4, 3. Now march it left, or our left. Your right. Step touch. So it's just stepping out and touching the other foot down. We stay tall here. We don't start leaning over. Shoulders are back. Stay with that. We're going to go forward. Now back. And forward. And back. Forward. And back. One more. Now we are gonna lean over. We're gonna do a little speed skate. So we lean, our back stays straight, shoulders are back. We're gonna tap behind. So it looks like you're speed skating. Now you can keep it low, or you can do a little jump, make it bouncier, depends on you. And back up to a step touch. Okay, step touch, go forward. 4, 3, 2, go back. Forward. Back. Again, forward. And back. Speed skate. Three, let's march. I got us on the wrong foot. Okay, warming up those big leg muscles. Gonna do a side squat to one side, then one narrow squat in the center, and then a wide. Okay, here we go. Side squat, narrow squat, side squat, narrow. And in the center, side. Down, side, center. All right, let's march it out. So let's bring our arms across and wide. Okay, we're warmed up. So we're gonna continue from here into an aerobics workout where we get our heart and lungs working. So get a drink of water, keep moving. Okay, we're gonna work a little harder now to get the heart and lungs working, our cardiovascular system. We're starting with a march. In 4, 3, step touch. So when we use our arms, that helps get the heart rate up. That's a great way to get a more efficient workout. Or if you feel like your heart rate is too high, that's also a great way to control your heart rate. You can use your arms lower or less, and that brings the heart rate down. Let's go forward with it. And back. And forward. Remember, we're not leaning yet. Stay tall. Again. One more time. Okay, go into that speed skate. You're coming lower. You're tapping behind. You can make it jumpy, or you can just tap. Four, 3, 2, step touch. Go forward. 3, 4, and 4, 3, stay here, speed skate. 4, 3, 2, step touch. Let's go forward right away. Back. Speed skate. Keep the shoulders back. Step touch forward. And back. Speed skate. Woo! Now step touch, stay here. We'll reposition a little bit. March it. Okay, we're gonna go into our side squat. Right here. Now middle. Now side squat. Middle. Side. Narrow. Side. Narrow. Side. Narrow. Side. Last one. Now, it's a side leg lift. Nice and slow to start with. We're gonna keep the leg straight. Flex the ankle. So pull that toe up. Now don't let the toe face up. Keep it facing straight forward. One more. Now, we're gonna add a squat here in the center. Side leg lift, squat, side leg. So it feels a little faster because you're combining two things together. Woo. Working the side of our hips. Keeping the heart rate up. One more each. All right, we're gonna tap the floor. Now, we can stay tall, but we wanna use our leg muscles more. So we're gonna come lower. Our back stays straight. Don't let the shoulders round. Let's push out from the shoulder. Now you're drawing the navel back toward the spine. You want those core muscles to support the spine when you're leaned over like this. When you're low. 4, 3. We're gonna tap behind us. Push, push. All right, back to the side. In 4, 3, go ahead and bring the arms down. Now, side, back. Just stay on one foot. Side, back. You wanna add the arm? Whoa. Now you gotta think about it. Push, front, side, front, 4 feet. It's a side, it's a back. 4, 3, let's switch sides. Tap, tap, side, back. Push, push. So you're working on the muscles of the standing leg, working on balance as well, keeping the heart rate up, getting the brain to coordinate everything. One more. March it. Woo! Step touch. In 4, 3, 2, starting at the top, step touch forward. And back. Now speed skate. 4, 3, step touch. Forward. And back. Speed skate. Step touch. Back. Speed skate. All right, back to the step touch. Stay here. And march. Get us back on the beat. All right, now keep moving. Get some water. We're going to be working our muscles next. So grab one weight of some kind, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, we're going to work our muscles now. So if you have a weight at home, like a set of dumbbells, we're only using one of them. If you don't have dumbbells, then anything that has weight to it. You can use a water jug, you can use a can of soup, you can use a water bottle or a rock from your yard. Anything that has some weight to it, we're going to just work one arm at a time. Now we'll be in a little squat position, a little bit, feet a little bit wider than your hips, because we're going to sit down into a squat. Now our arm is straight, but our elbow is not locked. So loosen it, palm faces in, and we're going to sit down and raise that weight just straight up in front of the shoulder. Now remember, with a squat, you're pushing the bottom back, like you're sitting on a chair, and then pushing through those heels to get back up. Drawing the navel in, because squats use the core a lot. So we're working on the front of the shoulder. We're working on those legs. In 4, 3, one more. Now bring the feet a little closer. We're gonna, with the opposite foot, we're going to step forward. So your feet are staggered, and yet they stay hip width apart. Now we're staggered because that makes the body off balance, and that uses the core more. We're gonna stay up, elbow unlocked, using the side of the shoulder now. Now we don't want to lift higher than the shoulder, so glance at it once in a while, make sure it's going where you think it's going. If it bothers something in the shoulder, then maybe keep it low, don't go as high. Or you can always switch for a lighter weight. Now don't let that shoulder rise up toward the ear as you lift. All right, 2 more. Ooh, you feel it. Now we're going to stay in this exact position, but we're going to bend our knees and lean. So your back stays straight, shoulders are back. We're going to come down and hang that arm and do the same arm movement out to the side. But because we're lean, we're now working on the back of the shoulder. So in this little sequence, we've worked the front of the shoulder, the side of the shoulder, and now the back. We're using our legs because we're in a crouched position. So we're getting a little added benefit. And we're keeping that navel pulled toward the spine. So we've got all the core muscles working. 2 more. Okay, now come back up. We're gonna bring that leg a little closer in and set it on the heel. Hold the toe in. Legs are still hip width apart. Toes facing forward. We're gonna do a one-legged squat. So same things apply with this. We're pushing the bottom back like we're sitting on a chair. So now it's a leg exercise. took that other leg out of play. We put it aside. It's not helping. That first leg is doing all the work. It's kind of hard to balance, so we built in a balance exercise with it. Woo, it's hard to balance. 2 more. And last one. Okay, let's get to the other side. Make sure we have time to get it done. Step a little wider. We're gonna hang that way, palm faces in. Remember, don't lock the elbow. We're gonna sit down, lift out in front of the shoulder. So don't let it come to your center. That's what your brain wants to do, is center that weight. We wanna keep it straight out from the shoulder. That challenges the core muscles a little bit more. And just like our side raises, we don't want to raise above our shoulder height when we raise front. One more. Okay, feet closer. Step forward. Feet are staggered, but they're still hip width apart. Nice and tall. Let's lift to the side. So we're always trying to challenge our balance with just the regular normal exercises we do. If we can add maybe a one-footed stance, or in this case, a split stance, it challenges all those muscles around the middle to get stronger. Three, 2. Okay, that was the side. Now, you can bend those knees. So we're still staggered feet, elbow unlocked. Let's raise out to the side. So the reason we're bent over is so that we can get gravity pulling from the right direction to get the back of the shoulder. Go and keep the chin up. Don't look at your feet because that makes your back round. But don't look way up. We don't want to strain the neck. Three, 2. Now remember, we had one more in this series. Let's bring that leg back in a little. Now your body weight is on this one. You're on the heel, toes pulled in. Sit. We're doing a one-legged squat. By holding that weight just in the arm and letting it hang, that actually puts the body off balance. Makes it a little harder to balance. Pushing through this heel to get back up, just like a regular squat. Three, 2, and up. Mount. Okay, so that was one section of weights, working on our muscles. Get a drink, keep your weight, and we'll do another section. Okay, we'll continue working our muscles with your one weight. We're gonna put it in one arm. Now, we're gonna turn that palm forward, and the upper arm is going to stay locked at your side, so don't let it swing up. You wanna keep it at your side. We're gonna bend at the elbow and bring it up to the shoulder. Now, we're gonna add on to that. Our feet are hip width apart. Feet are parallel, so they're both facing forward. We're going to do that side leg lift like we did at the very beginning. Out to the side. Now remember, that hip won't let you go very high, so don't try to go beyond what that range of motion allows. Keep the toe facing front. So we're working on the bicep. We're working on the side of the hip. Our brain is trying to coordinate us. And it's recruiting all the muscles that we need to stay balanced. So at first you might feel wobbly. Just keep at it. The body is getting more and more muscles involved. In 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now that opposite leg is going to step forward. Because guess what? We're going to bend over again. So bend both legs, your back stays straight. We're going to hang that weight out front, and the palm is facing in this time. Belly button pulled in. Let's row. So you're pulling, that elbow goes behind you. So you're bringing that weight up close to the rib cage or beside it. Now your navel is pulling back the whole time. Your core muscles are engaged. In 4, 3, 2. Now back up. Palm faces in this time. It's going to be another bicep curl, but this time it's a hammer grip. Palm in. Okay, ready to add the leg lift. So we kind of did these before, but your hand grip is different for the bicep curl. In 4, 3, 2. Now step forward, bend both knees, we're leaned again. Arm angled out in front, this time palm down. We're gonna bend the elbow and it goes out to the side. So it's a wide grip, bent row. You're bending the elbow, it's still coming behind. But instead of staying close to the body, it goes out to the side. Makes the weight feel a little heavier. Now try not to turn the body. In 3, 2. Woo. We get to switch arms. Give that one a little break. Now remember where we started. We're going to do a bicep curl. So the palm faces front, upper arm squeezing. Let's start with the arm. Get used to that. Keep the wrist nice and straight. Now add the leg. You might be struggling with balance here. If you just can't get your balance, maybe just do the leg lift up against the wall where you can hold the wall, or have a chair near you. Toe is forward. Feel that fatigue happening in the side of the hip. 4, 3. And that leg steps forward a bit. Let's bend the knees. We're out in front, palm in. It's a narrow grip, row. And just keep the body still. You don't want to rotate. Pull, pull, pull. You're feeling that muscle up around the shoulder blade there. Squeeze every time you pull back. 3, 2. And we're back up. Legs parallel. Now keep that palm facing in. It's a hammer curl. Bicep curl, but with the palm facing in. Let's add the leg. You can always slow it way down. Nice and controlled. We never let the weight just fall back down. You're controlling it up and down. 4, 3, 2. Okay. Step forward again, just a little bit. Bend. We're out in front now. Remember, the palm is down this time. We're going to roll, but it's wide. So we're leaned over for gravity again. We want gravity pulling on that weight so we get the benefit in the back muscles. Four, 3, 2. All right, we'll finish this up with a little pass. So we're going to be shoulder height. We're going to pass that weight and pull back. Then pass it, pull back. Don't let the shoulders raise up to the ears. You can keep those arms pretty bent if you want to keep it closer into the body. The further out, the harder it is. So we'll just finish this segment with this exercise. So just keep going. And then we'll get a drink and we'll keep going. Okay, we still have our weight. Remember, you can be using a can of soup or something, anything that you have. We're gonna work our arm muscles to start with. All right, let's take that opposite foot, step forward again. Because just like in other exercises that we've done so far, you're gonna bend both knees and be leaning. Now remember, don't let the shoulders come forward. Don't round the back. We don't wanna look at our feet. Just look out with a neutral neck. Okay, we're gonna bend the elbow, put that elbow right next to the arm, to the body, and don't let it move. Okay, you're gonna keep it right where it is. We're going to straighten, bend. So you're working the muscles in the back of the arm, triceps. It's the opposite of those biceps that we just worked. So if you work one, you gotta work the other. You have to stay in balance. Don't let the body turn. You're staying square with the floor. One more. And feet can come together. You're gonna bring it up to the shoulder. Palm faces in. And we're gonna press. So try to straighten that arm every time. You don't wanna lock it, but you do want to press as far up as you can. It's like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your knuckles. Now your knees are loose. Don't lock your knees because that would make your back arch. And we want to keep our pelvis neutral here. 3, 2, now up. Turn the palm forward, keep that elbow bent. We're gonna come down. Now palm is still forward here. Leading with the thumb, we're gonna come up and back down. Now careful with these. If it bothers anything in your shoulder, then only bring it halfway up. This is a snow angel, half of a snow angel. 1/4 of a snow angel, because we're not doing our legs. Up. Very carefully, Working all the muscles around the shoulder, all the stabilizers. One more. Ooh, we don't want to do very many of those. It fatigues really fast. Okay, we'll go over to the other side, but first, let's pass it around our waist. Now keep those shoulders down. Don't let them creep up to the ears. Keep the arms pretty straight. And when you're back behind, try to be lifting out away from the body as much as you're able to. We're working those famous rotator cuff muscles in the shoulder blade area. All those muscles that support our movement. Okay, let's go the other way. So it's a pretty simple exercise, but it's very powerful for building all the good stability in the shoulders. Okay, one more pass, and we're going to end up with it in the other hand. Opposite foot steps forward. We bend both knees. Let's bend that elbow. Now remember to keep that upper arm locked at your side. Here we go. It's straighten and bend. Kind of focusing on that upswing and back. Contracting in the back of the arm. We lift. Now since we're leaning, our spine needs extra help to stay stable. So bring that navel up toward the spine. You've got your core muscles working. Four, three, two. You get the added benefit of legs too because you're in that knee position. All right, loose knees, neutral pelvis. Let's bring it up to the shoulder. Elbow comes to your side every time. Let's press it. Exhale. You can always slow things way down. Take your time. Four, three, two. Now remember, we're going to hold it up there. Turn the palm forward. Keep the elbow pretty bent. Coming down. Now the body stays stationary. So we don't lean or try to help the body. And remember, if you can't, lift it above the shoulder height, or you don't, if it doesn't feel comfortable, just bring it up to shoulder height, that's all. Two more. That one fatigues all those little shoulder muscles in there. Woo. Okay. Now to finish this section out, we're gonna bring our feet hip width apart. We're gonna hold on to that weight, one end in each hand. Keep it close into the chest. We're gonna turn to the side and push it out. Bring it back into the chest and turn to the other side. Now we never lean. Bring it in and turn. So your back stays straight, your body is upright, and turn. And turn. So you are working on the turning muscles in the torso. Every time that weight travels out away from the body, it adds extra challenge to the core. Woo. One more set. Back to center. Let's finish this up with another pass. This time, let's pass it over. bring it down, shoulder height, elbows bent. Get a good hold on it before you let go. All right. Let's bring it back down, pull them around, and we'll finish with some balance and some stretching. Okay, we're going to finish our day out with some balance exercises and some stretching. So, we're going to take our leg, we're going to stand on it. Now, don't lock the knee, keep it loose. We're going to raise that other foot off the ground if you can. Now make sure you're near a wall or have a chair by you if you really have trouble with your balance. Okay? Now, you gotta fix your eyes on a point out in front of you somewhere. That helps you balance. We're gonna start moving our arm around if we can. So when we move our arm, that causes the body to have to constantly readjust and re-evaluate, re-stabilize. Woo. Okay, let that standing leg rest a minute. Okay, we're going to stretch on that side first. So let's bring our shoulder up toward the ear and then push down toward the floor. Now take your head and tilt to the opposite side, just a little bit off center. That helps to stretch the side of the neck and up into the upper shoulder. Okay, back to center. Now take that arm, let's pull it behind us a little bit, not too much, and take the head and look over the opposite shoulder. So you turn the head this time. And then come back to center. Let's bring that arm across the body, give it a constant, gentle pull in toward the body. And that's going to stretch all the muscles from back here all the way down. All the muscles that we worked today. Your back and shoulder muscles. And then release. Now that first leg that we worked with, let's step out, put it on the heel, pull the toe in, lock that knee. Let's just sit a little bit. So we're stretching the back of that leg. We take our time with the stretches at the end of a class because the body's all warmed up and the muscles are ready to stretch. Okay, come on back up slowly. All right, it's that other leg that's up this time. So loosen that standing leg and try to lift it. That might be all you want to do. But if you need a little bit more challenge, you just move that same arm around a little. I'm going to look around. Just pick a spot to watch. Now your core muscles are helping you stay balanced, or you're training them to help you stay balanced. So you're pulling the navel toward the spine. Woo. All right, let's bring it down. I don't know that I even did the right leg.
You didn't.
I didn't.
We already did that.
We already did that side. So at home, go ahead and switch legs and do it on the other side. Oh well, sometimes it just doesn't work the way we want it to. We are going to stretch that side now. Bring that shoulder up and push down and then tilt the head off, center. So now we're going to walk around in circles all day because we're unbalanced, but you folks at home, you do that other leg. And back to center. Now take that arm and pull it back a little bit behind. Now turn over the opposite shoulder. See what you can see behind you without turning the body. And then back to center. Let's bring that arm across the chest. Give it a little pull. Feel those muscles over here stretching. And then release. Now, you can do this next thing without a weight, or you can try it with the weight. We're going to just come up on our up on our toes. So if we're holding a weight, it makes it more of a balance exercise. Your feet hip width apart, toes are forward. And just hold the weight and roll up, roll down. Try to take your time. Try not to just fall right back down. Rolling up, rolling down. Nice and slow. Now bring the weight out a little bit. Whoa, it's going to pull you. So now, your body's trying to compensate. Whoop. Trying to stabilize. You're strengthening those lower legs. Oh, I know what we forgot. We need to stretch that second leg too. Can you bring it up? Ooh, when the weight's overhead, that's when it's hardest to balance. A lot of our balance originates in our lower legs, how strong they are. So this strengthens and it helps with our balance. One more. Ooh, burning. All right. Now, other leg is out this time. You're sitting on the heel, toe is up, leg is straight. Let's just bend this first leg. You can set that weight down. So you're feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Keep the shoulders pulled back. All right, today we have worked the whole body, all the muscles. We worked on balance, flexibility, and aerobic cardiovascular exercise. I want to thank my helpers again today, and I want to thank the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center for putting these classes together. Have a great day, and I'll see you again.